approved.
What's happening, Nooch?
We lost.
Yeah, we did. That's why it's
I
so
waited.
cloudy, thunder and lightning. It's
That is,
stormy.
there is, there. It's a stormy night.
It is.
I waited 21 years for this, and then it flooded the desert,
It did
literally.
flood in the desert. You're right. You and I have both gotten a lot of rain this week.
We're
Uh,
at 7 inches since Friday.
mm, I don't think we're that high. Not quite. Um, hey, while I take my name off of here, why don't you tell the people about our new digs?
Yeah. So Herb said that we needed to get us a studio. I was unable to acquire a studio, but you pulled a few strings,
Hmm. Yeah.
set us up at midfield in Tiger Stadium, and we needed a desk. So I went to Home Depot and picked up a couple of local West Texans who are totally here legally to build us a desk. Uh, Terrebonne 95 stole us the Nichols helmet.
It's under me.
Sorry,
It's under me.
didn't. Yeah, that one. Didn't
Yeah.
steal it. He acquired the Nichols helmet.
And we have a beta
And
to thank.
we are not technically sponsored by Abita Beer, but if
No.
anyone has any contacts with Abita and wants to reach out to them and let them know that we are huge fans of Abita
Mhm.
and are struggling to acquire Abita in the desert, I mean, we will shout them out every single podcast if they can get some Abitas thrown out here.
All right. So hope you guys like our new digs. Um, Death Valley. I love it.
Yeah,
Let's talk
absolutely.
about
It's
the game if we have to.
yeah, yeah. Let's go there, man. Um, this is this is take three of this podcast, by the way, in case y'all are wondering. Man, look, we're lacking attitude.
Hmm.
I,
As a
I,
team. Yeah.
I do, yeah. As a team, we have swagger, we have confidence. What we
We have the
don't
kind of
have,
swagger that results in 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
yes, yeah, yeah, we do have that type of swagger. What we're lacking is something that LSU used to pride themselves on. We're lacking the, hey, I'm going to line up and I'm going to punch you in the mouth. And we had the Will Campbell clip last week. We're going to Vegas to play football, going to get in a fist fight.
Yeah. Bullshit.
We didn't throw very many fists, or
Mm-mm.
if we did, our fists weren't that great. I mean, we're no longer that team that just lines up and takes it from you. We never once at any point in that game did I feel like we were asserting dominance. We had our flashes that looked good,
We
but
never
we
we
never
never
took
put our
control.
foot on the neck.
Yeah, we never took control.
Mm-mm. Nope, I agree. Thing that pisses me off about this game the most is, this is five openers in a row that we've lost. My hand looks huge when I do that.
It does.
Five openers in a row that we've lost, going back to 2020. In those openers, um, 2020 we got blown out by, I guess, Mississippi State. Yeah,
It wasn't a blowout. It was close. We had a shot to win it at the end, but we lost to fucking Mississippi State.
we lost to Mississippi State. That's a blowout. Um,
You are recording this, right?
yeah,
Okay. I never got the message that
yeah,
recording started.
yeah. I'm recording it.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I'm recording it. I hope I have your permission. Good. Okay. 2021, you were at my house.
Uh, no, no, I was back home. I had just left your house. That was
That's
the Sissy
correct.
Blue
That's correct.
comment,
You
and I
had
did not
just
get to.
left.
I still have
Yeah,
not watched that game.
you smart man. Sissy blue shirt. Yeah,
The
whatever.
the anniversary was yesterday, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Hmm, I'm aware. And then uh the next 2 years we lost to Florida State. I'll be honest with you. We had a chance to win the first Florida State game, but I thought Florida State was a better team in both of those games, including last year. They tried to run us out of the stadium last year.
They did run us
Um,
out of the stadium last year.
but This year, this is getting back to what pisses me off about this game. I thought we were the better team,
I think so.
and
Uh,
I thought USC was good, but I thought we were the better team.
yeah, hey, I got to tip my hat to their quarterback. He played great with the game on the line.
I know his name now.
Yeah, it's a bitch sounding California name, but still, he man, he balled out when he needed to,
Yeah.
and they beat us. They
Nuss, I thought had a good game. Both quarterbacks I thought had good games in their first real starts, that counted. Thought they
Yeah,
both had good games.
I'm
Um,
glad you said good, not great for us. By the way,
I thought Nuss had a great first half. Um, I thought he was limited by play calling in the second half. And to my point, I will say, and I know you will agree that after the first drive, I thought it was possible that Kyron Lacy was going to set the LSU record for the most receptions in a half in a game. In a
yeah,
game. And
I thought
then
so too.
Kyron Lacy had 0 touches, 2 targets, but 0 touches in the second half. What the hell?
Well, it's because we tried to establish a non-existent running game,
But Will Campbell
and
said,
he said we were going to run the ball. He did not say we were going to run the ball effectively.
good thing, because we didn't. One person did.
Yeah, uh, I man, look, I'm it's once again, and if you remember from some when I had time to do film studies last year, run blocking's atrocious, and it's bad again this year. It's it's bad.
Well,
There's
it doesn't
no other
help
way to
when
sugarcoat it.
they primarily try to run the ball straight up the middle behind their brand new center. When you
It
got
didn't matter. I mean,
2 first rounders on the outside.
well, last year we had a 47th year senior
Yeah,
at
but he
center,
wasn't that
and
good.
okay, well, still, it's that's we can't run the ball up the middle. We can't run block,
No,
and that
that's
is
that's not
that.
modern football anyway. I mean,
Maybe not, but it's still baffling to me because run blocking is easier than pass blocking.
not
Simple.
for this
Push the
team.
guy out of the way.
This team, okay, I'm gonna tell you, and Newt said this was the third take. We didn't talk about this in the first two, but we're gonna talk about it now. What do you think about the possibility that the reason for what you just said, that we suck at run blocking, is because we've had a gazelle at quarterback for the last 2 years? He was our run game, and it was all predicated on the pass, but if the pass wasn't there, he took off. There
Yeah,
was no such thing as run blocking.
yeah. There's not, and hey, you know what? I'll even say it. I read this online, not on our website, but another one. The guy literally asked the question, "What was LSU thinking having two tight ends in on a running play?" That, unfortunately, is what this younger generation looks at. Like that is complete just foreign language to them. Like they can't
Mhm.
understand why would you possibly have two tight ends on a run or called run? Well,
Well, I
that's
mean,
like
why would you in the spread era? I mean,
yeah. I mean, but 150 years of football tells you that that's actually normal. But normally you get some type of push up the middle, and we got nothing up the middle. I
well,
mean,
to me, and I know you and I have talked about that. We talked about it leading up to this game, in fact, but the thing we like to see is at the end of the game when we're just cramming it down their throat and they can't stop us. But the reason why is because by then they're worn out. Well, we didn't wear this team out,
and we didn't cram it down their throats.
even if we'd have tried. I mean, you're talking about you don't get a push. Well, it's easier to get a push when they're wore out.
And so it's I guess it's kind of like a chicken or the egg kind of thing. A lot of people are going to bitch about like the Les Miles era, but that's why we could do what we did in the fourth quarter is because we did the first three. We didn't do that this game because we couldn't, but still we didn't just push them. We didn't dominate them. We never at no point in this game did it look like we were asserting our will. Well, we didn't dictate the game. We played the game that came to us. We didn't dictate it.
All right. So offensively, we had some bright spots. Nuss had a
Yeah,
good game. He completed
Yes.
76% of his passes. He threw for over 300 yards. He looked great in the first half. He looked okay in the second half. Average that out, he had a good game.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Good game.
Um, I thought he spread the ball around. Now we talked about Kyron Lacy. Kyron Lacy was the first drive. Nelson Kyron Lacy was the first drive, period. And it
Yeah.
worked. Went right down the field and then we didn't score. LSU got inside the 15 three times, came away with this many points out of that. Six. 6 points. Three trips inside the 15, 6 points.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous, but it is what it
It's
is.
terrible.
That happened. Um, but
Left a
you know,
touchdown on the board on the first drive. Um,
yes, there's an argument, oh, we should have taken the 3 points. Well, we would have lost anyway.
yeah,
I don't
we
have
would
a
have lost by
problem with it.
4 instead of 7.
I was kind of on the fence about it, but now knowing the way things happen, I'm like, yeah, go for it, whatever. But
I,
I was
I'm,
kind of on the fence
I'm,
of it. At the three,
yeah, I say go for it, man. First
I
drive of the
say so.
season.
I
I,
think
I agree.
analytics even says so.
I'm not an analytics guy.
I know. I'm not
Sorry,
either, but
just not.
we'll see if
I'm
I
a
got
gut
my hands.
feeling.
Okay, I got my
Yeah,
hands now.
I'm a gut go with the flow, and we just march down the field. Go with it.
Easily march right down the
And
field.
I mean honestly, we were 7 inches away from Kyron Lacy scoring a touchdown anyway.
Hmm.
Malik Neighbors probably gets a foot in somehow, some way, figures out a way to tap a toe inbounds on that catch. So I mean, you're right there. We probably on third down, and I did it on the one post I did in the film study. I think we have a touchdown on third down if Nuss waits half a second longer and throws it to Lacy instead of to Parker,
Yeah,
which
and then Parker got hurt on
and then
that
Parker got
play,
hurt on
and
that play.
he's out of the game. I don't think he'll be playing this upcoming weekend. Hopefully, he comes back with something with his arm. I
Yeah.
don't think it was anything super bad.
So,
But anyway, the offense. I said before the season, the offense is going to be good. It's just going to take some time to gel and click. And I think I'm right about the passing game. I don't know about the running game, dude. I mean, the
well,
best thing we had in the running game was John Emery, which was amazing considering he had a ACL in November, and now here we are in
and and he
September,
and he's
and
got
he's
one
got
now.
another one. He's got another one. He was the best player. Uh, well, I'm not gonna say he was the best player. Definitely the best running back we had on the
Yes.
field. Either team had on the field Sunday night, and now he's done for the season. So
Sure.
so you need me to come over there? I got a belt.
Yeah, please do come beat his ass.
That's Nucha's son making an appearance. But
You
yeah,
want to
I
see him?
mean,
What? Hey, pop your head in here. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
nobody cares.
Dude's wearing a freaking Permian football hat. Oh, look,
All
that
right.
was his fiance too.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
Nooch, elbow him in the throat.
All right, get out. Deuces. I'll let you know when we're done. I'll
That's
let
what
you know when I'm
happens when
done.
you're on the third
Go.
take. He's probably been waiting to talk to his dad for an hour.
No, he's not waiting for me. He's waiting to get on his video game, which is in the same room.
Oh, anyway, he can wait on that. Get a
Yeah,
job, kid. Anyway, offense sputtered
at times.
overall. I think there's potential in the offense. I think Sloan, his first game calling plays, was it Sloan or was it Hankton? I don't know. But we didn't try to drive the ball down the field.
I think we got a little. I don't want to use the conservative because we threw
Yes,
for 300
conservative. That's the
yards,
word. That's the
but
word. It
it
was dink and
wasn't.
dunk.
We didn't. Well, yeah, it was a lot of dink and dunk. And the thing is, without having an all 22 and actually knowing play calls, I don't know how much of that was called as short underneath passes versus that's what was available at the time.
I know
But
the only time we threw the ball down the field, we really drove the ball down the field, we threw it to a freshman tight end, and
Yeah.
he didn't make the catch.
All right, Caleb, that's good. Get out. Dude, I'm shipping him to you. He's going to San Antonio tomorrow morning.
I got to bale hay by the end of this week, so I'll be ready to
Good.
put him to
He
work.
he never grew up baling hay like I did, so I'm sending him to you.
All right, so let's talk about something good.
Uh, we returned 2 punts.
We had defense.
Okay.
I was going to go to defense, but yeah, Xavier Thomas was good. He's one of the guys that Nuss spread the ball around to. But yeah, we got a punt returner. As
Yeah,
Nooch
who does
said,
not
we
have
got one that
polio?
does not have polio. I love that. Yeah, because that guy Greg from last year, I don't remember his
Yeah,
last name.
Clayton, Gregory
Clayton,
Clayton,
Gregory Clayton. Yeah, he
who
had
could fair catch like nobody else in the country.
at the time, that was a good
Best
thing, man. We needed
best
somebody
fair
to catch
catcher in
the
the
damn
country.
ball. But
Yeah, because your man crush last year couldn't seem to.
I think that was the year before.
I don't remember what year you had him. I did watch him catch a pass for TCU this year, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he played for TCU last year too. Anyway,
Really?
yeah, you getting
God
old, man.
damn, we're getting old. Yeah,
I
so
thought Xavier Thomas looked good, returning punts. He almost broke the opening kickoff.
yeah, shoestring tackle.
Um, he caught a couple of balls. Aaron Anderson had a good game. Finally saw him, actually do what we thought Aaron Anderson was going to do, catch a ball and run north south with it. He's quick.
Yeah, got to get him the ball in space though.
Yeah, got to. He's not really good at getting separation. I'm looking forward to Chris Hilton coming back. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't have an update on him. But
Nah,
I would like to
same.
see somebody that could take the top off the defense and getting us comfortable driving the
Yeah,
ball downfield.
and Hilton definitely has the speed to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, he can do that. He just got to get right. Defensively though, I thought we played infinitely better than I thought we were going to
Yeah, and
as a team. Individually, there was some issues.
yeah, the secondary we're not DBU, so this isn't your typical. I don't know. Maybe this is
My
a
guy
typical
played well.
LSU. Maybe this is the typical LSU defense because this 5 years in a row now we're saying that this isn't normal LSU defense, but okay, maybe this is the new normal.
Oh,
The
God, that's
secondary was
depressing.
terrible. I thought
My
Whit
guy
Weeks
played
had a
well.
your guy did. Um,
Come
Kind of reminds me of the last few years where my guy was the only one playing. Uh,
Was that
I thought,
Rick's?
no, last year was Greg Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Year before that was Ricks, and he was no. Year before that was I don't remember who I had year before that, but
That's
Ricks was
so
already at
funny.
Alabama, so it wasn't him. Um, but you know what? I thought Whit Weeks had a good game. I thought he had a
Yeah,
very
Whit
good
Weeks
game,
played well.
actually. Uh, and I know in one of the previous two takes, I thought West Weeks had moments. Um, Not great, but he had moments. Go
West
ahead, look
Weeks
at me.
is an athlete, but he sometimes when I'm watching him, it looks like he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Maybe. And I
Not
think what we're
disciplined.
lacking, I think what we're lacking, and we talked about it with, Sage being a DB and not, I mean, he's more of a safety, not a corner. Maybe if Sage was back there at safety, we could have a little more freelancing and we could have somebody making plays. Hatcher
I
brought
think
it
we're
up.
gonna
When's the
get our
last,
chance.
Hatcher asked the questions. When's the last time we had a playmaker, man? We've had a lot of playmakers in the secondary lately. Just
One,
really and truly to have a playmaker back there, you need a guy. You need a quarterback back there. You need a
a
guy who
leader.
he's in his spot. Yeah, you need a Brandon Taylor. Yeah, and
Oh,
we don't have a Brandon Taylor on this team, and because we don't have a
shit, a
Brandon
Jamal
Taylor,
Adams, a Grant
yeah, Grant Delpit, all of
Grant Delpit.
those guys were always going to be where they needed to be, which allowed your Derek Stingley Juniors, your Jacoby Stevens, your Tyron Matthews. You allowed those guys to just freelance and make plays. You can gamble if you know you got Brandon Taylor behind you.
I'm glad you
We
brought
don't
this
have that.
up because we hadn't talked about this in either take. We didn't talk about it that I know of last year, and we certainly didn't talk about it last week. Safety is the issue. Safety is the issue.
Yeah,
I mean, if you got good safety play, my guy Ashton Stamps, he's pretty solid.
yeah, he
He's a
is.
sophomore. He's a true sophomore in his first
PJ
game of
Woodland.
his sophomore year, his first start.
Yeah, PJ Woodland had a good game
PJ
at the
Woodland
opposite
played
side.
well. He's got talent. He's a true freshman. Those guys
You
have
know,
talent, but you have got to have a solid safety, and Major Burns ain't it.
no, he's
Sorry.
not. Sage Ryan is, but we got him playing corner right now.
Maybe he is. I don't even know if Sage Ryan is because he had to play corner the last 2 years.
Right. But even if you remember the touchdown USC scored in the second half, the safety bit on the wrong guy. The
Hmm.
safety bit. So now you got one on one, and you had who's that guy number 10 for USC, the guy who made the ridiculous one handed catch.
Which that
I
wasn't even a
mean,
catch. Shut up. I'm so sick of hearing about that. Oh, it might be catch of the
okay,
year. He didn't even
it
catch
was
a
it
damn
was
ball.
it was close enough. I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, that guy, he's
I like to call him Trap.
he's got he's got 4 inches of height and length over the corner over. Whereas if you got a safety there doing what he's supposed to do, I mean, maybe I'm old school, but there's not supposed to be anybody who's ever behind your safety.
Nope.
And well,
Nope.
we were one on one down the sideline there, and I got to give credit to whatever California boy's name is. He made a
Miller
great throw.
Moss.
He put it,
It was a great throw.
yeah, he put it exactly where it needed to
He
be.
made
But
one of the best throws I've ever seen earlier in the game with Whit Weeks just bearing down on him. It was one of the most beautiful throws. I couldn't believe he made that throw.
yeah, he made, and
He made some good
you know,
throws.
people bashed Brian Kelly for saying it. He played a great game, dude. He did.
Yeah,
You got to
he
give him
did.
credit, tip your cap. He played great. I mean, whether you want to say he outplayed Nuss or not, there was close enough. They
He
both
did because he
quarterbacks
did
played
it when
really
it
well.
counted. He did it when it counted. He did it in
He
crunch
did.
time.
He ended up with a higher completion percentage. He ended up with a higher passer rating. He ended up with more yards. It's
He ended
yeah,
up with the
it was
W.
close. Yeah, and he got a W. And I mean, he didn't blow Nuss out of the water,
No, it was
but
close, but the
he
bottom
did
line
what he
is
had to do. The
we
thing
had a
is,
chance late in the game to put it away, and we didn't do it. Um, and then we had a chance to take the lead, and we didn't do it. And then he got the chance to take the lead, and he did it.
he did. He did not throw a single incompletion that entire drive.
Yep.
We
So
tied the
yeah,
game with a minute, just over a minute, was under two, was whatever. And yeah, we aided him with the half the distance on the targeting, but he didn't miss a single pass. He made the
yeah,
plays when it counted.
they were already in field goal range anyway at that point,
Yeah. So
but then they
I don't
scored
know.
a touchdown.
They kind of missed a chip shot at the end of half, so might not have
Yeah,
been field
you're
goal
right.
range for
You're
them.
right. But nonetheless, he outplayed us because he did it when it counted. All right, so let's talk about something good on the defense. We
Okay.
mentioned a couple of names, Whit Weeks, Nooch thought West Weeks. He's okay.
Said West
Um,
Weeks had an okay game.
he had an okay game. Harold Perkins was not again, it was round peg, square hole, square peg, round hole. Yeah, square peg, round hole. That.
Either way, it didn't fit.
Yeah, we got to figure
And
that out.
well,
Um,
that's one of the things we talked about on. I don't remember if it was take one or two, but right now we're asking him to do what's best for the team, which is not necessarily what's best for Perkins. That's not his specialty by any stretch of the imagination. But we don't
Basically,
really
we
have anybody
established
else.
he's a tweener.
Yeah, he is. That's he's Jacoby Stevens.
Yep, he's a tweener. And Nooch mentioned he last year we asked him to be our best cover guy, and he was. He's not even a great cover guy. He's a linebacker, but
Yeah,
he was the
but
best
he's
we
not really
had.
a linebacker either.
He's not really a linebacker either. Um, he's a see ball, get ball, but that doesn't get you into the league. And I do think there's some semblance of Brian Kelly promised him, hey, I'm going to turn you into this, we're going to work on getting you this so you can get to the league. At some point, we need him to perform. We need him to produce.
Yeah,
And it wasn't Sunday night. Um, Savion Jones, I thought had a great game coming off of last year. Year before, he showed flashes of brilliance, and we're like, oh, we're all excited for him. He put on some weight. He's going to be bigger, and blah blah blah. Well, he lost 10 steps. He got too
hmm.
big. He didn't even look good on the field. I mean, he looked out of shape. This year, he looks in shape. He's quick, and he played a really good game. I was really impressed with
Yeah,
Savion. Who else
yeah,
you got on
he did.
defense?
Uh, that's it.
So Ashton
Not
Stamps in the secondary played good. Um,
That's your guy, so I'm not gonna pat him on the back too much.
well, then I'll just put it like this. It was because it was more that, like you said, PJ Woodland, he played well, but
Yeah, he did.
Ashton Stamps was the best secondary performer.
You want
Um,
to know who he reminded me of? And
Go
this
on.
is absolutely a compliment.
Hmm.
And if I remember right, this guy is a former man crush of yours too, but he kind of had a little Trey White to him.
Okay. Yeah, I like him with that number one on him.
Yeah, number one looks so much better than a number zero, dude. We need to eliminate the number zero.
So, um, I thought Whit Weeks played the best linebacker. I don't think there's really any question about that,
Why is he not starting?
dude.
I get the whole Greg Penn wearing number 18.
Well, that's like Josh
Uh,
Williams. Why is Josh Williams starting? And I love Josh Williams. You know this. We've done podcasts for 5 years, 6 years. This is our 6th year. Good grief.
Jesus
Um,
Christ, really? Damn, you getting
Josh
old.
Williams has been here for pretty much every one of those years.
He
I
has been
love
here
the
for every
guy.
one of them.
He has been here for every one of them. Yeah. Love that guy. But he's not RB1.
No, no, he's not. Now I'm wondering what's Trey Holly's status. I know he had the legal hiccup and issue, and I don't know if maybe that's just got him a little bit behind the eight ball as far as conditioning. I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I thought Emery looked solid. Uh, I
The
was
best running
disappointed in
back.
Caleb. I was disappointed in Caleb Jackson.
Hmm.
I was expecting more out of him. I was expecting. I don't know. I see Caleb Jackson and I see the flash. I see flashes of Jeremy Hill, but I mean
You
Jeremy Hill
almost see
wasn't just
flashes of Leonard Fournette.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I was going more Hill. I think he's got a Jeremy Hill esque to him, but Jeremy Hill was Jeremy Hill every snap, and Caleb Jackson's not. You could see where it's there and it's close and it could be, but he's not. So I'm
So
wondering I'm wondering where Trey Holly is.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All right. So going forward, we're not going to make the mistake we made last time.
Yeah,
Going forward, we're going to finish this podcast.
one way
Going
or
forward,
another.
we got, I don't even know what the schedule is, but I know we got Nichols coming up, and then I know we
Yep,
got at least 4 weeks, right, before we hit
yep,
Ole Miss.
yep. So we
And
got we got Nichols this week,
UCLA is
which
in
is
there.
yeah, which I don't really count them, but okay.
I mean, they're in there. No, they're going to play right into what I'm, because I saw them play. They were terrible. Um,
Yeah,
their defensive coordinator is now USC's defensive coordinator. Chip Kelly's gone. They're in turmoil.
yep,
They looked awful. So my point being, we got four weeks of get right
yeah. We got
coming our way.
Nichols this week, then South Carolina, UCLA, South Alabama, and then Ole Miss.
Okay, so 4 weeks, and I put on Game Day Tigers on the forum www.gamedaytigers.com. We're talking about Major Burns, and we can talk shit about players now because they get paid. So I'm gonna talk shit about him. He killed the momentum. LSU comes out and the defense does its job and forces a 3-and-out. LSU has a chance to go just finally
It's
take
really it was a
control
four
of
and
the
out because they
game.
went for it on fourth down.
You're right. You're right. But we had an opportunity there to take control of the game and fourth down
We
stop. And
we should have
idiot,
had the ball at the 41.
yeah, an idiot has to do something stupid and cost us 15 yards. Now we're backed up and we go three and out. And to me, that changed the momentum. It killed the momentum. He needs to sit because this is get right time.
Yeah,
Uh, I put that Sage could sit as well, but now I understand Jordan Allen is probably not going to play Saturday due to he's nicked. And then I said Jardine can sit. Um,
you
Hatcher,
can't sit everybody.
you can sit those three.
I still have eligibility left.
So Hatcher came back and said we need Stamps and Woodland at the corners and move Ryan back to safety. I'm gonna have to agree with that, even though Low T
Yeah.
also agreed with it. I see he liked it, and I liked that comment as well. Um, but
Well, then
anyway,
just on principle, I'm not going to agree with it because I can't agree with anything he says.
Low T.
Yeah, Lil T.
But anyway, Stamps and Woodland at the corners, move Ryan back to safety. Wholeheartedly agree with all that.
Yes.
We need to get these young guys involved. We got 4 weeks to get right, get them some experience because Sage at corner ain't it. Major Burns ain't it. Jardine, jury's still out, but I didn't like it. I didn't
Yeah,
like what I saw. We got to get some playmakers back there. Um,
I agree. We're lacking that guy. That guy isn't on this roster, I don't think.
I hope
Not at the moment.
last year when I chose my man crush, I hoped he would be that guy. But now I took a risk on, I don't know, I say I took a risk. There's really no
Well,
risk involved. I mean, it's low
I didn't
risk,
think
high
there was much
reward.
last year when I picked my man crush. I didn't think there was much risk there because I had no clue he was gonna, you know, brain cancer thing. But hey,
Yeah.
hey, we're missing a Greg Brooks type. We don't have that type of guy on this roster that I could see just yet.
I think my guy is a playmaker. I think he just still needs some more experience.
Well, but your guy is playing in a type of position where again you're reliant upon the rest of the secondary.
You
And I say
remember
this,
when I picked him last year? I did it because I read his bio on LSUsports.net and I knew he was a low 3 star out of New
yeah,
Orleans. And
right,
then, I started reading his history in high school. He had a ton of turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, forced, fumbles recovered. Um, and then the thing that kicked it over the edge was he was big time into music. And he was a drummer and a keyboardist. And I'm like,
nice.
man, I'm a bass player. Let's go. And I picked the guy, but in the back of my mind, and I didn't want to sound sacrilegious, and he's not this. Okay, that's already been proven. He's not this. But I thought he's got a little bit of Honey Badger-esque, underrated,
Yeah.
and his high school film was good. I don't know why he was a low 3 star or whatever he was. I don't know why Honey Badger
Mm.
was,
Well,
but I
Honey
guess
Badger
because he
because
was
he was like
small.
5'7". I
Yeah,
mean,
but
and
best
and
football
look,
player I've ever seen.
yeah,
And
definitely.
like I said, Ashton Stamps is not that. I'm not saying he is, but I do think he's gonna be a good ball player by the time he gets out of here.
And again, and not definitely. Obviously, I'll never speak bad about Honey Badger. He was the original man crush. The reason the man crush exists is Tyrann Mathieu. He was my guy. But Tyrann Mathieu couldn't have been Tyrann Mathieu without the rest of that secondary being what they
Hmm.
were.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I always speak very highly of Brandon Taylor, but not just him. On the other side, you had really and truly, I mean, Matthew
Pitmo
mostly played the nickel.
Claiborne.
You had Mo Claiborne and Harold Simon back there. And
Yeah.
then, oh, by the way, you also had Eric Reed at the other safety. And
Oh, and by
that
the way, you
allowed,
had Ron Brooks, who
yeah, I
didn't even
mean,
hardly play, and he got drafted in the third round.
Tyrann Matthew sits out a game and Ron Brooks balls out because
Yeah.
everyone else did their job. You you can gamble, you can take a chance, you can jump a route, you can go in and try to force a fumble instead of making a tackle because you know somebody else is going to make the play.
Somebody's got your
Your
back.
yeah, if your gamble doesn't work out, somebody else is still going to make the play, and we're not there yet. So I mean, maybe Stamps could be a Honey Badger type player if he
If
had
he
everyone
had
else
supporting
around him.
cast.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
right now we just don't have that. So right now everyone needs to just play defense. You need to play textbook corner. You can't gamble. You can't just be a playmaker. You have to just be a football player.
All right. So we got to go ahead and wrap it up, but I'm looking forward to 4 weeks of Get Right.
I am.
We still got
Uh,
ball games to play. It's 4 weeks. We're
yeah,
not we're not practicing for 4 weeks. We got ball games to win, but we do also have to get right because uh Ole Miss Do Doxy on the forum asked, why are they rated so high? Because they're really good.
yeah,
That's
they're
why.
pretty good.
Because they're really good. Because they went out in the transfer portal and raked in a bunch of big time players while we were over here sitting on our ass not doing that. They got
Yeah,
them. And so here we are with the defense that we got. Um, definitely better coached. Definitely. You could see that. I never saw anybody trailing behind a guy 15 yards, you know, as the guy's running away from him to the end zone and then turn around throwing their hands in the air like, whose man was that? It was yours, dummy. We
well,
didn't
I
see
mean,
that.
we for one, the DBs were on the TV screen
hmm They were on the
last
same
year.
screen with the receivers.
Last year you needed the view from the blimp,
You know,
whereas this year just a
you
regular
needed the all
sideline camera.
22. The all 22
Yeah,
had to be like from Mars
yeah.
to get them
So
all on the screen.
it's it's an improvement. I mean, man, it sucks we're 0-1 again, but with a 12 team playoff, we're not out of it.
I know that drives you
Let's go
crazy,
from
but
here.
I'm
You got to
glad.
build
I'm
from it.
glad at this point.
Yeah, we're not out of it. So let's go. So we have less than a minute left, man. I'm looking forward. I want to see Nichols at Tiger Stadium. I went to Nichols, as some of you may know. Uh, these kids are going to be excited about getting their chance to play in Death Valley.
All right, and we get to check it out Saturday night in Death Valley. I'm looking forward to it. www.gamedaytigers.com. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.